Hey everyone, it's Josh with the Hisson Group. This week, we're going to talk about more of the same. Let's roll the intro and then we'll dive into some bits and pieces because it's all about keeping you safe. Welcome back and thanks for tuning in, everyone. I really, through these times, half the time I don't even know what to say or what to do or anything like that. But we're going to go through this. We're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that we've changed and how we've done business. I'd love to hear what some of you guys have found as changes in what you're doing with business. And I'm going to look a little bit into the future here too. So this probably isn't going to be a long one, but we're going to take it from there. In terms of things that have changed, as you noticed, I'm working from my home studio here. I've been doing my best to stay locked up as they've told us to. We're following the CDC and WHO guidelines. These are trying times. Just ask the missus. She would rather I would be in the office, I think. Nonetheless, I've actually found some great information. I've found some great ways to get other stuff done, and we're moving forward. And there's a lot of good stuff coming up. In terms of what that's going to mean for videos, well, obviously, you're not going to see a truck today because I frankly don't have one in my backyard. With that, I do have some videos coming up that even if I'm locked in this room here for the next couple of weeks, I've got some good content lined up coming out for you guys. So do me a favor, make sure you're subscribed, on board, all the other stuff for that, because I really am excited about some of the stuff that we've got. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think you guys are still going to find it. What I always try and do is be informational. Speaking of informational, we have changed how we're doing business. Our building essentially has no doors anymore. I say that figuratively, not literally. We are not letting anyone in and out of our business, and for good reason. We want to make sure that we protect ourselves because we also want to make sure that we're protecting you. You guys really are the lifeline of the country right now. You always have been, but it's showing through so much more now. And we need to be careful in how we handle things. We want to make sure that you guys stay healthy, that we stay healthy, because the problem is if we get sick, eventually we pass it on to someone else. So with that being said, let me work to my notes here real quick. So our parts counter, we are doing curbside pickup for our parts counters. You call ahead. A lot of cases we'll take the credit card number over the phone. You show up. Sometimes we'll even have the parts sitting outside already waiting for you. Other times, just call us when you hit the parking lot. Don't get out of your vehicle. We'll toss the stuff in the vehicle for you, just like they do at some of the fancy grocery stores. Yes, we're fancy like that now. Either way, we're going to make sure that you guys get the parts that you need. Once again, we're going to stay far enough away that it's not an issue. So the next thing on top of that is when it comes to service, this is going to be a little bit of a tougher one, but it's something that we need to do. Now, we do have some, we're in pretty populous areas in most of our facilities. So for service, you show up, once again, give us a call, and our service advisors have a number of different plans that we can come up with to help get your truck serviced, make sure that you stay healthy, make sure that we stay healthy, and go from there. Now, in this, the building is still closed. Our driver's lounges still are closed. So if you could plan accordingly on that, that would be a huge help for us in making sure that we're able to help you. From the sales side of it, I've also talked with all of our sales managers. We're, once again, building's locked up, but if you need a truck, you need a truck, and we are still set up to work that with you. Obviously, electronic communications have opened up a whole world of how we can do things with you guys. We can send most paperwork back and forth via email. It is 2020, but if you still have a fax machine, we'll find one. We may have to take it out of the closet. We can still fax it to you. Nonetheless, we can still work with you from that aspect. If you need a test drive, if you need to look at a truck, we're happy to open a truck up, show up, take a look at it, whatever we need to do. We will make it work, but we ask that you give us a call. All of our dealerships, we've changed our hours a little bit because of this, but by all means, check our website. I've got the link below. We're going to have that information for you there. Now, one of the new things that we're doing, and one of the things that I've been working on that's kept me, let's just say, busy, is we're going to have a blog. A lot of the blog is going to be some of the content from here. I'm going to expand on some of the content from our YouTube and Facebook videos and things of that nature. Plus, we're going to have other updates. So I'm really excited about that. It's more content for you guys, something for you to look at, something for you to read, whatever, when you're out on the road. Once again, we're going to make this information that you guys can use. That's really the whole goal in all this. I'm looking at my notes here real quick. The one more other thing that I've got with that is we typically do business with handshakes. That's a lot tougher with the building locked up. So maybe the air high five for right now. That's the best I got. Nonetheless, guys, each and every one of you is showing what we do for this country. And to me, that's just awesome. In fact, it's what we do for the world, because I'm seeing some of the similar responses in other parts of the world. I'm proud of what we do. I'm proud of you guys for what you do. We get to show our stuff. Not necessarily how I wanted to do it, but this is our time to shine. And thank you guys for stepping up in this time. With all that being said, stay safe out there. Keep it rubber side down. We'll catch you guys next week. It's going to be interesting.